Hello boys and girls, my name is White Rhino PSO, and today we are continuing Morrowind. So in the last video, we found Saprius Entius in the storage chambers below the arena in Vivec City, and successfully smuggled him out of that canton and over to the shipmaster, who brought us safely back to Ebonheart. Then we were able to retrieve the Lord's Mail from yet another traitorous knight of the Imperial Legion. But right now, we are trying to find somebody at the Caldera Ebony Mines that can give us some sort of information as to how the city and the mines themselves are supposed to be corrupt. Now, I don't think I've actually... Yeah, I actually have not been to the main buildings of the mine. Slave Shack 2. How about over here? Hello, Delina. Oh shit. Okay. You want evidence? Delina tells you where to get it. Audrell Helvey has a chest on the second floor of the Governor's Hall. Unlock the chest and you will find a book. A record book. Bring this book back to your friend and watch his eyes when he smiles. Jesus. Alright. So... I think I have to make the trip back on foot because Caldera doesn't have a temple or a fort, so I can't use either of my interventions. But I do have a couple of levitation-related things that should be able to get us back up there pretty quickly. In theory. Well, more quickly than trying to find a path that takes us around the mountain between Caldera and the mines. But not very quickly because I have one of the cheapest levitation effects that the game has to offer. Now where is the... Oh, the Governor's Hall, I believe, is straight ahead, actually. And can I do some fancy parkour off of this guy's roof? Nice. Now, I do remember for a previous quest, I'm not sure what the faction was, but we found some sort of a book that we used as evidence to prove that we knew the Ebony Mine was corrupted. It might have been for the Imperial Cult. And I think this is not the right set of stairs, but torches, swords, armor. Man, I thought there was... Here we go. Drop into a crouch, and I will take 250 arrows. Mostly because I'm getting kind of low on my steel arrows, but... I will still be using those over the iron ones. So I know one of these staircases brings me to, like, a special bedroom office kind of area. Yeah, shit. We already went through that guy's chest. So let me drop a save in here. Hopefully I didn't ruin this quest completely by doing that.
You talk too much, Outlander.
That earlier one. What do you know about the evidence of corruption? Take your accusations elsewhere. I have no time for this. Good day to you, Argonian. I have... Oh, shit. I have a feeling that killing him is a very bad idea. So let me drop in another save. Oh, hey, there's the Shrine of Azura. And then... That's 30 seconds. Give me the seizing. What is my pickpocket skill? Is there a pickpocket skill? Acrobatics, sneak. My sneak is only 22. Skilled sneaks are also adept pickpockets. Okay. This could be bad. I might have to save scum here, and I don't really like that. Can I not pickpocket him at a distance? Well, I know I can't... I guess I can't telekinesis pickpocket him, and my, I am no longer hidden. Let me put on all of my different invisibility effects. Oh, those are scrolls. I don't need those right now. God, that's a lot of scrolls. Mage Ring, Eye Maze. Caius's black shirt. Caius's black pants. I guess that's it.
Do you want something? That is quite enough.
Shit. Okay, I've got a bounty of 25 now. I want to try something. Man. I just want to see... Okay, he doesn't even have the book on him. So... What is that? Oh, it's a belt. Alright, he's... Shit! He's caught behind that door. I resisted magic. I'm gonna reload. Mostly so I can cut out the combat music right there. But also, hold on, I will be right back. I want to check to see if I completely ruined this questline. So, we'll be back in just a minute. Alright, so I did some quick research on the unofficial Elder Scrolls wiki and found out that the book that we used to solicit a donation from somebody in the Caldera company for the Imperial Cult was also the same book we need for this quest. Now, I'm thinking that we might still have it over here in Balmora, and it's called the Secret Caldera Ledger. So, S... Nice. Okay, so we still have the ledger. And that is what we need to drag back to... Who the hell was this for again? Oh, somebody in House Redoran. So it looks like we're on our way back to... Aldrune. Jesus, I'm like forgetting basic town names now. Alright, so that is just a quick Mages Guild transport away. Actually, I think it would take about as much time to get there by Siltstrider as it would to go all the way down into the basement of the Mages Guild to get them to transport me there anyway. Oh, in fact, he's right here. So, take me to Aldrune, my good sir. Nice. And, it's not storming at the moment. No ash storm. So, we don't have to worry about extreme loudness. And, I also don't have to worry about fighting the storm to get my way over to the giant shell over here. Now, one thing we do have to do is try and figure out who the hell I'm doing this for. Lethri. Okay. And which one of you is Lethri Manor? Arobar, Lethri. So, just gotta cross...
Is there something you need?
Cross the bridges and basically follow this gentleman. And now we get to figure out where from here Mr. Lethry is himself. Is it down this way? See, this is bad because I don't really remember almost anything about... No, you're the Lethry daughter or wife, maybe? Alright, I didn't leave any of these doors open, so I'm pretty sure none of them... Oh, okay. I think I went the wrong way. Oh, private quarters. Right. I remember now. Nice. Acrobatics up to 56. Here we go.
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
Yes. If you want my support to make you a councilman, you will have to perform a great service for House Redoran. I believe the Caldera Ebony Mines should be shut down. Evidence of corruption. Look for journals or record books. Interrogate the miners. I am sure there is corruption there, and I have faith that you will find it. I have it on me. What? First, I want you to find evidence that there is corruption in the mines. Since the mines are run by the dishonorable House Hlalu in the Empire, I am sure there is corruption. Do not take any other actions until you have delivered the evidence of corruption to me. I have it.
Is there something I can do for you?
Didn't I? Secret Caldera Ledger. This book shows the ebony mined in and shipped from Caldera. It shows a steady flow of ebony from the mines to something called the Ashlands Management Fund. Apparently someone in Caldera is using the mines to fund a personal project. Why? Hortator's duty, ebony mines, choose... What? Alright, hold on again. I seem to not know exactly what I'm supposed to do here. I will be right back. Alright, so I have done a bunch of research on the unofficial Elder Scrolls Wiki, and I cannot find any possible reason why we should not be able to turn in this quest. We have the secret Caldera Ledger, and we talked to somebody at the Caldera Ebony Mine to explain where this ledger was, and apparently we also previously talked to some guy who gave us a key and information about finding the ledger, or there's somebody in the Caldera manor, or whatever that big building on the hill is, that does not like us, and I assume that means it's because we previously tried to shake him down for some sort of donation to the Imperial cult. And because I'm not sure how, if the quests given by this guy here are required for advancing further in House Redoran, as much as I don't want to do this, I think I'm going to use console commands to get us past this little hump. So, the first one is journal HR_Caldera Corrupt 100. Now what this is going to do is set the find evidence of corruption in the Caldera Ebony Mines quest to state number 100, which is basically telling the game, yes, we turned in this quest. Now, the last time I tried to do this and record myself doing this, it turns out that for whatever reason, he both thinks that we gave him the ledger, but thinks that we haven't given him the ledger. So, we also have to tell the game to start the next quest for us. And that one is to disrupt the Caldera Ebony Mines. So, we don't get to see what he says when we give him the ledger, and we don't get to see what he wants us to do for this next quest. But the wiki page for this upcoming quest says that he wants us to disrupt the Ebony Mine. Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I... Oh, I spelt it wrong. That's why. Journal HR Caldera Disrupt 10. Okay. So... I brought the real Caldera record book to Garissa Lethrathri in Aldrune. That's the finishing of the previous quest. And now Garissa Lethrathri has asked me to disrupt the ebony mines in Caldera. If I shut the mines down, I will have won Garissa Lethrathri's support. Now, does he have any more information? As I said, find a way to halt the mining. The Empire has taken enough of Red Mountain's blood. The ebony belongs to the Dunmer. I have faith that you will find a way to shut down the Caldera ebony mines. Okay. As you can tell, probably, I am really not a big fan of having had to do that. Now, what is the quickest way back to Caldera? Actually, it's not recalling back to our base in Balmora. I think it involves... yes. We're going to Almzivi ourselves out to the temple. And then we're going to make our way back down to the Mages Guild. And teleport us back to Caldera. And then travel back over to the ebony mines themselves. And I have a feeling that the first step in this might be to talk to the boss of the slaves at the Caldera ebony mine, which would be that Dalina Khajiit lady. Take me to Caldera.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, friend.
Alright, and from here we are going southwest, right? Yes, southwest. Which sadly means we have to travel north first, just so we don't have to... Well, we're going to have to levitate eventually anyway, because that is the shortest trip from Caldera to the mines, is by going directly over the mountain. It's kind of sad that I made it all the way to 137 parts in this series before I had to pull off any kind of quest log bullshit with the console commands. And thankfully I haven't had to use console commands to mess with the location of any NPCs yet either. I have been tempted on occasion, but so far I haven't really needed to, because all of the people that have been slowly shifting their position have still been in places where I can talk to them. Alright. Halt the mining. Shut down the mines. Dalina is head of all slaves. Let Dalina go free and there will be no more mining. Okay. Dalina cannot be freed without the key. Well, obviously the key's not going to be in her shack. What about in the bunkhouse? Oh, wait a minute. Note to mages. Mages, please be judicious in your use of fire spells while guarding slaves deep in the mine. Often flammable gases are present and, as last week's incident indicates, even a small flame can spark a huge explosion. We don't know if Kissina will ever get that patch of fur back. Stlenius? Or maybe Saint Lenius? Now this is actually kind of interesting because a long time ago I was actually part of an Elder Scrolls based role-playing forum, and on it I played a female Khajiit acrobat that I named Kissina. But with an I instead of an E. And I've actually been wondering if I should play as her in one of the upcoming Elder Scrolls games that I'll be playing for the channel, like Oblivion or Skyrim. I still have a fair bit of time before I have to really nail down who I'm going to play, though. What is that? Oh, just something sticking out of the wall. Now, is there any slave keys around? Oh, Jesus, there's like a whole other set of areas over here. There doesn't... Oh, it's a mining pick. Another ledger that you don't see anything suspicious about. I do want to pick some of these locks just in case the key is in one of them. I'll take those 5 gold. And those 7. Now, sometimes they actually, like, hang keys on little hooks on the wall or something. Like, some way to look realistic. But I'm not seeing anything. I accidentally used my lockpick. Alright, let me put that away. And we'll head outside, and maybe there's something over in this building. Or this set of buildings, which kind of reminds me of Arill's Trade House. Company office. Alright.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Well, I'm making it quick. I'm just passing through.
Can we hurry this along?
Don't worry about me. Ow. I was not expecting that to actually cause me pain. I'll take that. Did I? That was weird. I didn't hear the secondary sound effect of me placing the money into my inventory. Not seeing any keys here either. So how the hell am I going to release her?
Any time now.
Make it quick, Outlander.
There's no key on the table. Or in a basket. And I don't see any little hooks on the wall that have a key.
Speak, traveler.
I don't think I'm going to be able to lockpick. I mean, oh, it's Stelenius, or Saint Lennius. The guy who wrote the note in the previous building. So how the hell am I supposed to free this slave lady? Maybe there's a key in the mine itself? I also haven't checked that tower there. Mining guard tower. There's another ledger that seems fine. Doesn't seem to be anybody down here, so I might as well take a look at what they've got. I'll take your scuttle, and your eggs, and your soul gem. Nice. Not a very expensive or large soul gem, but here we go. Caldera slave key. Note to Caldera guard with no spaces. To all on-duty guards, keep an eye trained for the Argonian called Goldheart at all times. He has been increasingly combative and resistant to authority lately, especially when in the presence of the Argonian females, Elenia. So, which one of these was Slave Shack 2? Here we go. Halt the mines. Delina is head of all slaves. Let Delina go free and there will be no more mining. You have the key? Will you let me go free? Yes, Delina is free. You are a good friend of Delina. Delina leaves when the moons are right. Nice. Alright, so does that complete our quest? We are back in Balmora through the power of Almzivi intervention. And from here, we should be able to Mage's Guild our way back to Aldrune. And I'm really hoping from there
You flatter me with your
we
attention.
can finish off this quest, because I don't know, it just puts a really bad taste in my mouth when I have to cheat in order to complete a quest that is like the midway point for things. I am using the source port thing, Open Morrowind. I don't know if they worked in any unofficial bug fix kind of adjustments as part of it. I do seem to remember there were some things that I adjusted before I began playing, but that was literally like 6 or 7 months ago. So I don't really want to say definitively
Is there something
whether or not I changed anything. Alright, and down here, I do know the path much better now because as part of trying to fix this, I ended up running back and forth between Caldera and Alderaan a couple times. Alright, halt the mining. Oh my god. I have faith that you'll find a way to shut down the Caldera ebony mines. Oh, thank Christ. You have freed the head slave Delina. Interesting choice. Good slaves are so hard to find these days. I expect the Hlalu will not resume mining for at least a month. You have earned my support on the council, and I want you to keep these fine boots made from the blood of Red Mountain. Ebony boots. Nice. Okay, thank friggin' Christ. Alright, so let's recall back to Balmora, because I want to drop off the ledger. I want to drop off the boots because they are very expensive. And I think I want to drop off 150 arrows. Just to cut down on some weight. I mean, it only removes 15 pounds, but, like, also, how often am I going to be using those 15 pounds? But we are now at the end of this video, but I have a little something special that I have to say. Alright, I have brought up the text file where I've written all this down. So, if you are watching this video after I've finished playing Morrowind completely, then this next part is not going to make a whole lot of sense, and you can just skip ahead to the next video if you want. If you have been watching these videos as they're being released to the channel, then now I have some bad news. When I first started playing Morrowind for the channel, I had no idea how long it would take. Even trying to compare it to Daggerfall didn't really help because of how different the two games were. Daggerfall has much more complex and confusing dungeon layouts, but travel from place to place was basically instantaneous, and there was no real reason to get too involved with any of the factions because all of their quests were randomly generated. Meanwhile, Morrowind is basically the exact opposite. The dungeons are much smaller, but travel takes a lot of time if you aren't moving directly between any of the major cities. And all of the different factions have their own little plots and quest lines. Now, I had absolutely no idea that after 137 separate videos, I still wouldn't have found a good stopping point. So far, we've only finished working for one of the factions, I think, and that would be the Imperial Cult. And while we've beaten the main quest, we haven't touched either of the game's 2 expansions yet. But Halloween is coming up, and so far it's been a channel tradition to play horror games during the month of October. One of the games I've chosen to play this year is likely going to take more than just the 1 month to finish. So, I also have a different game developed by Bethesda that I plan on starting up this coming January, rather than returning to Morrowind. What all this means is that while I'm not sure when we're going to get back to playing Morrowind, we are definitely going to come back to it. There are another 7 factions to finish working for, including House Redoran, and then we're absolutely going to see what's happening over in Mournhold and up on the island of Solstheim. But for now, we're going to be putting the series on hiatus. So, until then, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.